Well, hello, it's me, your boy, moving the microphone very slowly, Konoki. Today is a very exciting day in which we do some schoolwork and watch a hippopotamus eat. You make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now that everything is right as rain. That's the phrase? I think that's the phrase. I'm gonna finally boot up my computer. But I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. So, let me get our to-do list. Unfortunately, I still have yet to... set up that to-do list extension Pichu keeps telling me about, but has mentioned to me. Cool, that worked. I've got Pichu's Pichu's FNAF stream and Volty's stream open here. Let me make sure I have it set up properly. There we are. What is Mew playing? Wow, Warframe. Okay, okay. I see Mew. Of course, Pichu's... Oh, she's at that part. Oh, she's at that part of the game. Okay, Pichu. Alright. Exciting. I'm just gonna have my friends. I'm just gonna be sitting right here next to the microphone. Hopefully you guys can't hear them, because that would be kind of strange. Oh, let me dig through my folder real quick. There we go. Okay. Plug in my headset. That way it doesn't die. Okay. So. I know at least tonight we've got some geology to look at. We've also got some, let's see. Ah, okay. So this works. So we're gonna do our film study. Film study. Rocks. And then, I don't know. No. TBD. I also want to look into see when this health paper I have is due. Well, does it work or not, but... as well as intentional. Whoa. Mudang disappeared, so the camera feed didn't know what to do. That's not true. I don't actually know what happened. Here we go. Boom. We got Mama. Actually, I forget, what is Mama Dang's name? Jonah! Okay, so Mudang's mom's name is Jonah. Jonah? Yeah, Jonah, and her mom's name is Tony. That's pretty good. Oh, and it means bouncy pig. Yep, that makes sense. My new favorite thing is watching videos of Mudang and hearing the zookeeper call her Mudang. I don't know why, I think it's very cute. But she's taking a little nap under her mom. Look, she's just chilling. It's so sweet. What ways was it similar to Schmidt? Oh. Okay, so for my film class, I've got some like homework assignments to make up. So just some questions. So we've already watched a couple movies. We watched a movie called About Schmidt, which it was really something. Truly something else. It wasn't like, I wouldn't say it's bad. I don't know if it's aged well, and I don't know if I would call it a good movie, but I don't know if I would say that I liked it. Does that make sense? I feel like that's the boat that I'm in. There we go. In what ways is it similar? In what ways is it similar? Hello, Volty, hello! How are you doing? How was your stream? Studying is going well. Oh god. I tried to poke my phone and it fell. It's going very well, thank you so much. I hope Warm Frame is fun as well. In fact, let me extend the gesture. Boom, got him. Jonah's having a good meal, nice. Doing good, going good so far on stream. Where's Mudang? Mudang is sleeping under her mom. Mudang is having a nap. But above. Here's her butt. This is her butt right here. Low butt right here. She can't eat yet, so she's very bored. And that's okay. She's doing her best. But what way is it similar to Schmidt? Frick. So what about Schmidt? He is like kind of set in his ways. He's been repeating the same stuff for years. He's pretty closed off. Likes to remember things how they were. I guess they're both hung up on the past. Both main characters are hung up. Or not hung up. That's not a good way to say it. That's so cute. I know. She's having a little sleep. I'm looking over at your stream and I just see this pretty purple robot flying around killing everyone. I can definitely see why you find this game fun. It seems crazy. Yes, genocide. I do like fictional genocide, I will say. Pretty big fan. Not hung up. Both characters are not, or they're stuck on the past. Oh my god, what's his name? I forget what Mr. Schmidt's name is. First name. What is Mr. Schmidt's first name? Not Winston. No, about Schmidt. About Schmidt. Warren. That's right, Mr. Warren Schmidt. He can only think of his daughter in past tense. Still thinks as a child slash his. Not able to let her go. Hunter, on the other hand, is so fixated on the name he was given because the people around him force the past to not die because of his father and the people and his peers calling him Yo boy. He could not move past his folly of shooting a doe. I just put mistake. I feel like if I put folly, they'll think I'm using AI for my answer. Which I'm not. I'm typing it out. I'm being a good boy. I'm being a very, very good boy. Why is my... Oh, my microphone's like on its cord. That's weird. Get off. Shoo. Get off of that. I can't tell if Mudang being smart or is she just being silly. It looks like she's like purposefully hiding from the camera behind her mom. Which I hope that doesn't mean she's hiding from like zoo goers, because it would really suck if she had to she felt like she had to hide from people. But also it's not just me flying around killing stuff totally. It's a farming based game, so it keeps you busy. That's fair. That's fair. It looks like fun though. There's a Halloween event on here, so I'm trying to get tokens for stuff for rewards. Oh, nice. Very cool. Oh, there she is. Her mom is unveiling her. Look at her go. She's taking a nap. It's, what is it? Almost 12, or almost 10:30. Well, 10:20. It's 10:21 a.m. Tomorrow. Budang's in the future, damn. Anything, what kind of stuff do they do for Halloween on there? Is there like special skins and stuff like that, or is it just kind of like special like in-game events? Or I am curious. Little baby, I know she's just a little I almost said poop. She's not a little poop, she's a little log laying on the ground. Oh, I was so thrown off because of the music we're listening to, which I guarantee is going to get copy strikes. I'm listening to cozy autumn haunted house Halloween ambience with relaxing jazz music and crackling fire over sleep. Oh, well, okay, we're not trying to sleep. There's a skeleton, there's a skeleton back there, though. Oh, well, I think I like it. This... So. Oh, there's a skeleton in the house too. Oh, there's a tiny kitten. There's a tiny little kitten on the chair. Oh, he's licking himself. All right, never mind. I was gonna hate on this, but I can't anymore. It's too cute. Well, I think Mooding's just gonna sleep for a bit. So let's see what Ramblack's up to today. Let's watch some of Ramblack. Which, while I'm at it, why did you say that you were having fun? It's so weird ever hearing English in this channel. So strange. That's okay. It's so strange, man. It's so strange. View my channel. Click that link. Send this chat. Videos by and pin. And then we're gonna go to our chat. And we're gonna post that same gosh darn thing. I absolutely love rainy Ramblack videos. They're some of my favorites. What ways is it similar? Okay, so they're stuck in the past. What else? I don't know. They... Huh. I mean, if they're both stuck in the past, that's obvious. What other themes are there? They closed off. When both... ooh, what's weird? What the hell? Let me shift. Bro, can I indent, please? How do I indent? Indent? No, indent. Code subscript? No, no coding, please. Fine, I'm just putting the same paragraph. Fine. Both characters, when faced with a loss, great loss, close themselves off from the people who care the most. That's true. They're explaining they always have events happening for this. So for this Halloween event, they're giving mods to help work on weapons. They have cosmetic items, a bunch of decorations and such. Oh, this game is literally free to where you can get anything by grinding certain missions and such. I do really like a free grinding game, I'm not gonna lie. I do like games where there's a lot of grinding to do. Or not a lot of grinding, but like you can get what you want by doing it, you know? I tried to send hearts in Pichu's chat to be friendly, and she said, "No, Hiro, it's not time for that right now. I need to be mad." So now I'm like, I put 2 hearts and a bunch of question marks to make sure that it's okay. If it's not okay now, I'll wait another, 15-20 minutes and send 1 with more question marks. We'll see how that goes. It sounds like fun, and I love... First off, I love game devs that respect Halloween. So I feel like some companies and some things don't give Halloween as much respect. Not respect. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Would you say that, like, commercially, Halloween's the second? So in America specifically, I feel like the most commercialized holidays is Christmas, then Halloween. Then I would probably say the 4th of July, And then I think it's a toss-up between Easter and Thanksgiving, I feel like. Ooh. These games developers love their community, and they're like one of the nicest game communities I know. Yeah. Whenever a game dev company, or whenever a gaming company, is like really in tune and listens to their communities, that's the thing that I appreciate the most, I think. Outside of them liking Halloween, it's when they really care about what their player base feels like, because that's, at the end of the day, who's playing is who's paying for it. And even outside of that, if it seems like, from what you've said, it seems like the devs of Warframe want it to be a good game and want the players to be happy. So that's really good to hear. That sounds really nice. But yeah, so I feel like it's Christmas, then Halloween, and then I would say it's a toss-up. If it's the US, I feel like the next is the 4th of July. I would say globally, well, yeah, I would say, well, globally is weird too, because the US is the only place that, like, super duper celebrates Halloween. I mean, I know freaking Spain has Dia de los Muertos, but like, or, well, you know, Spanish, you know, anyway, but I don't know if it's not celebrated the same way. At least I don't know, at least as far as I know, right? I'm not going to speak about global knowledge that I don't have, but, oh, Taito Station! Cute! Oh, that's so cool. It's like a freaking arcade! That's awesome! That looks so cool. But no, so in the US, I would say it's probably Christmas, then Halloween, then, like I said, 4th of July. Just in general, I feel like 4th of July is the third most commercialized / decorated for. And then after that, I would probably say... I would say Valentine's Day. And then I would say Thanksgiving. Because I feel like Thanksgiving is just a lot of fall vibes in general. And like you can... I mean, you can see people put out like turkey blow-up things. But you really don't see that much, you know? And actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if like Thanksgiving... Well, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Does Thanksgiving, as a holiday, make more money than Valentine's Day? These are all questions that we must ask ourselves. Ugh. Anyway, to completely change subject, let me actually work on my homework now. That's cool. That's cool. I love when they do Valentine's Day on here. Their stuff is cute. Aw, nice. I love seeing people celebrate Valentine's Day. It's very cute. Things with a lot of their cosmetics, they have their community share their designs and add to... Whoa, really? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So it drives, like, people to do art and stuff, too. That's awesome. That's really cool. Benice. Look, guys, it's Benice. I don't know what Benice is, but it's there. Oh, it looks like... Is that a daycare? Oh, okay, it's a daycare. It's so cute. Very cute designs. Pichu's where she is. Oh, Pichu's there. Oh, God. Damn. Damn. There's another parallel, too, I feel like. Those look modeled like... They look modeled like Animal Crossing characters, but I know they're not. That's like the style of... not art, but like modeling, I guess. There for that. Cute! I don't think they're Sanrio. Oh no, maybe they are? Oh no, are they? Oh, they might be. It might be crazy. I might be, again, like I said, I'm not well traveled. I'm not well traveled. Nor have I become nor have I been a fan of a big fan of Sanrio until recently. So similarities. So they. Warren, something happens with Warren that is seemingly insignificant. Huh, that's interesting. Maybe that's a similarity and a dissimilarity. I'm not sure. Sanrio Paroland. Where's Pichu? She needs to see this. She needs to see this shit. It's so cute. Yeah, it's very ornate. It's very like I would say this is like European castle level of, well, not quite, but like a very modern European castle level, close to level of like architecture. That's crazy. A lot of it's the cool like painting job, but like the freaking pillars and stuff. Obviously, it's modern, so I'm sure it was a lot easier to, like, actually make, but... pretty cool. Definitely would be cool to go at some point someday. Which... confidence. Seen to me was when he took his father's gun out to go. Was it his father's gun? Or was it his own gun that he took? Go. Groove. He was not. Sir. Prove that he was a hunter. Shit, he missed his... Oh, I didn't even notice that. He missed the deer because he slept like his father would. He missed his shot because he fell like his father did. And got angry. Got his father. His feelings. And emotion. I think there was one more scene that really stuck out to me. I don't know what it was. Hmm. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely like one more scene that I'm forgetting about that really stuck out to me. Um, I don't know. That might be it. That might be all I've got. Different. Yeah. It's how the two main characters resolved their feelings in the end, and how that came to be. In about Schmidt, something seemingly not unimportant. What's the word I just had? Seemingly irrelevant. Relevant. Him seeing and signing up for a charity. It's what caused him to finally break down and process his feelings and place in life. Throughout the film, he was able to, well, how do I put this? You saw throughout the film, well, fuck. His writing to the boy helped us learn who he was throughout the film, and allowed us to get to know him and his mind better. And, oh. Yeah. Better, sure, that'll work. He finally got a letter back from the boy. It was the drawing that whereas for Hunter, the deer with the beads being a huge and an legend who lived up to most present Fire film movie. Sniffles. I got the stream sniffles. What the heck? All throughout his life, the deer, the beaten deer, and the expectations of those around him were read and followed. In the end, the act of him choosing okay with not being a hunter, which would normally be insignificant. Guarded in the beads, showing his own acceptance with himself and coming to terms with who he is as a man. Then returning to the person he cared about and was able to open up about his feelings. Sure. Yeah, wow, good. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Okay. I'm not gonna say where I live, but I live semi-close to a lot of Native American not sites, but yeah, historical sites, I guess. And so I think it's really interesting to learn about their culture and stuff. Alright, so we're gonna read an article. One hell of an article, oh my god. I'm so mad Zodiac has not told us the name of her Snorlax this week. To be fair, I don't know if I have a name for mine yet either, so I can't really blame them. Okay, so what are we doing here? Read these excerpts and create a good-sized paragraph about where you see at least 2 readings connecting to the film. Okay, cool. All right. Here's Hiro Konoki voice acting practice 101. Not 101. Voice acting reel number 1 of 1. Cherokee history. Sasha Blakely. The Cherokee people are a Native American nation whose members have lived in North America for thousands of years. The Cherokee are a distant ethnic and cultural group whose membership is divided among 3 major groups. The Cherokee Nation, the United Kituwa Band of Cherokee Indians, and the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Again, I'm reading from the article, by the way. Collectively, these groups have an enrolled membership of over 300,000 people. Even more people claim Cherokee ancestry on the U.S. Census. Cherokee history goes back a very long way. Anthropologists are divided on exactly when and how humans first migrated to North America. But the ancestors of modern Cherokee people have a history that dates back at least 5,000 years. It is thought that they originally lived in the Great Lakes region and that they were probably related to the Haudenosaunee people? Yeah. Something like that. I will butcher all of these, by the way, but I will do my best. Evidence for this includes the fact that the Cherokee language is an Iroquoian language, like the others spoken by the Haudenosaunee people. Contact between Cherokee and European people began in the mid-16th century with Hernando de Soto's expedition. At this point, Cherokee people had no immunity to European diseases, and as a result, they were hit hard by outbreaks of smallpox. It is estimated that around 75% of the Cherokee population died. Many successive outbreaks of smallpox over the following centuries. Major points in the history of the Cherokee people include 1540 first contact with Europeans. Early 18th century, the Cherokee formed an alliance with the British in the wake of multiple violent colonization efforts by Britain, Spain, and France. While this alliance had some trade benefits, it did not prevent the British from enacting near-continuous violence upon Cherokee people and land. In 1800 onward, many Cherokee groups took some measures to assimilate to European settler culture. This did not result in equal rights or a cessation of violence and land theft against the Cherokee people. 1835. After the discovery of gold on Cherokee land, the U.S. government put intense pressure on the Cherokee people to leave their land. A small Cherokee minority sold the land for $5 million to the Treaty of the New Acta. Acta. The majority of the Cherokee people opposed this decision and even had the Supreme Court vote in their favor, but President Jackson refused to comply. Wow. 1838 to 1839, as a result of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, around 16,000 Cherokee people who had refused to leave their land were forcibly removed and made to travel on foot to designated reserve territory. This journey is now called the Trail of Tears because it was so harrowing and difficult that around 1 in every 4 people who undertook it died. The new Cherokee lands were located in Oklahoma, where many Cherokee people still live today. Damn. Where did my article go? Okay. Cherokee culture encompasses our long-standing traditions of language, spirituality, food, storytelling, and many forms of art, both practical and beautiful. However, just like our people, Cherokee culture is not static or frozen in time, but is ever-evolving. Much of our culture has been passed through generations of Cherokee families. Beliefs and knowledge of culture will vary from individual to individual, from family to family, and from one locality to another. Much of the spiritual and ceremonial aspects of traditional Cherokee life is not shared publicly, out of respect for our local communities who continue to preserve these very special life ways. Many Cherokees embrace a mix of both modern and traditional aspects of our culture, and our people today follow many faiths. There is no universally agreed upon way to express Cherokee culture. Okay. And the movie Doughboy is about, I don't know if it's specifically Cherokee. They might have been. I don't remember shit. I don't remember. They might have been. But Cherokee Hunting by Kelly Gonzalez. Gano Halido is the Cherokee word for hunting. Skills and traditions pertaining to hunting influence other portions of daily life for many native peoples. Hunting is still a prominent aspect of Cherokee identity. Cherokees hunted to feed themselves and their communities using various weapons, but, like many things, hunting practices changed after European contact. Traditionally, men were hunters in Cherokee communities. Young boys learned to hunt small game using blowguns until they were old enough to hunt with the men. Hunting required fasting, ceremony, and medicine specific to the undertaking. As with some other male tasks in Cherokee culture, hunting voyages also served as training for warfare. Regular festivals and ceremonies require a big hunt beforehand. Designated hunters brought back meat for the festivals, but the men hunted on a very regular basis. For some, it was a type of profession. Cherokee men hunted mainly for sustenance, and different game required different tools. Bows and arrows were primarily used to hunt deer, turkey, and other large game. Bows were often made from hickory and black locust trees. Arrows had river cane shafts with wooden nocks to keep the cane from splitting. The tips of the arrows were flint-napped arrowheads. Dressing and cleaning the game required the use of special scraping tools made with flint-napped blades. Hunters kept a flint knife at the waist or in a sheath around the neck to make it easily accessible. Knives were a necessity for everyday life. For small game like squirrels and rabbits, Cherokees used blowguns. Blowguns were made from river cane and could be 3 to 9 feet long. Eventually, another weapon that would be introduced would forever alter the speed and efficiency. Reading too fast. Eventually, another weapon would be introduced that would forever alter the speed and efficiency of Cherokee hunting traditions. The introduction of firearms had a dramatic effect on hunting as well as warfare. The Cherokee began hunting for trade instead of necessity. The rifle helped the Cherokee acquire animal skins more rapidly, which in turn made them major participants in the North American fur trade. As a result, deer and other large game neared endangerment. Eventually, the fur trade began to decline, and the number of these endangered animals started to steady. Much like the other trade items the Europeans introduced, the rifle continued to be utilized by the Cherokee people however they saw fit. A great number of Cherokee hunt today to provide them for themselves and their families. This tradition is no longer restricted to males only. There are Cherokee artists and culture keepers who continue to make weapons in the traditional way. Hunting is a tradition that is carried on using the weapons that were perfected for the task so long ago, even with the modern advances of today. Recently, the Cherokee Nation signed a wildlife compact that expanded hunting and fishing rights for Cherokee Nation citizens to the entire state of Oklahoma. This agreement went into effect on January 1st, 2017. Citizens of the Cherokee Nation over the age of 16 receives a fishing and hunting license every year, as well as 1 deer tag and 1 turkey tag. What does that mean? Is that for like tagging one? What does that mean? I'm interested in what that means. Okay, FSU researchers, deer antlers played a large role in Cherokee society. Kathleen Hontney. Hontney? That's a cool name. Hoffney? Hello, Ryogi. Thank you for the milkshake. It tasted like a milkshake. It was very good. It's not uncommon to see a person holding onto a rabbit's foot keychain for good luck. But in the traditional Cherokee homelands of the southern U.S., deer antlers were a symbol of luck and heritage. In a new paper in the Journal of Archaeological Science Reports. New as in from 2017, but it's okay. What are you up to this evening, Ryoji? How are you doing? Oh no, I just saw that Pichu's doing Wordle. Oh, poor girl. It has been rough to her, I'm not gonna lie. Been mean. Associate Professor of Anthropology Tanya Perez and colleague Heidi Altman from Georgia Southern University dive into the deep archaeological record of deer antlers in the Cherokee life. A lot of times when archaeologists look at sites, they have preconceived notions of what antlers are used for, Perez said. They may jump to the idea that these antlers were discarded after the deer were skinned for pelts or used for food, or they might think they were used to flake stones for weapons. But there are some other options we want them to think about. You need a break, which is understandable. No, absolutely. I don't blame her at all. It's such a long game, and it's so stressful and stupid sometimes. So, yeah, definitely. No shade whatsoever. Definitely deserved. Deer were a huge part of life in the American South, with Native Americans and settlers making use of the meat, marrow, bone, antler, and hide. But Perez and Altman, through their paper, detail a spiritual relationship between ancient and modern Cherokee and a commonly hunted animal, the white-tailed deer. Animals played a central role in Cherokee life, even in the modern era, and the Cherokee held very specific beliefs about how animals should be treated. There are multiple stories in Cherokee lore about how people should behave towards animals. Precept. For example, the importance of deer in their societies required that hunters say prayers, sing songs, and cut out and discard specific parts of an animal's hindquarter while hunting. Interesting. If hunters did not follow these rituals, they were likely to experience bad luck, specifically rheumatism. If a hunter did behave in accordance with those rules, the white-tailed deer would reveal itself to the hunter to be shot. The hunter could then use the antlers as an amulet. The use of these antlers as a good luck charm was so pervasive that it was even copied by many European settlers in the 17th and 18th centuries. Really want archaeologists to stop and think before labeling antlers about the role they played in these societies, Perez said. Interesting. Maintaining balance. The religious world of the Cherokees. Karen Rayleigh. Right. In the area we now call the United States, native peoples once depended on a natural environment for survival. Of course, not all environments in North America were the same, so many different cultures, languages, traditions, and practices developed, each reflecting different people's relationships to their different environments. In spite of this, some similarities existed among Native American religions. One native culture that we know a great deal about, is the Cherokees, or Aniunwa. Aniunwa. The real people. Damn, they're real for that. Who lived for hundreds of years in parts of present-day Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. We know about the Cherokees partly because in the 1880s, Cherokee elders in the North Carolina mountains allowed a white man named James Mooney to observe and record information about their culture. The Cherokee myths that Mooney gathered and wrote down in English help explain the world of the Cherokees. These myths show that for the Cherokees, the world was primarily a relationship of proper balance. The Cherokees' view of the world. No author. To the Cherokees, the Earth was a flat disk of water with a large island floating in the middle. The Earth hung by 4 cords, one each in the north, east, south, and west, from a sky arch made of stone. This was the middle world, where plants, animals, and humans lived. Above the sky arch was the upper world. This was where the guiding and protective spirits of humans and animals lived. These spirits could move from the upper world to the middle world and back to help the humans keep balance and harmony on the Earth. Below the Earth was the underworld of bad spirits. Bad spirits brought disorder and disaster. They could rise to the middle world through deep springs, lakes, and caves. When these spirits caused trouble, Cherokee called upon the spirits of the upper world to help restore balance and harmony to the middle world. Balance in the environment. Everything in the Cherokee environment, from corn and tobacco to eagles, deer, and snakes, to fire and smoke to creeks and mountains, had an intelligent spirit and played a central role in Cherokee myths as well as daily practices. Native peoples did not view themselves as separate from their environment, they were part of it. Like other native peoples, the Cherokees did not try to rule over nature but instead tried to keep their proper place within it. A healer might listen to the spirit of a plant to find out what disease that plant could cure. A hunter might pray to the spirits of animals for guidance and forgiveness. In order to respect and cooperate with all of nature, the natives found ways to conserve its parts. When Cherokees gathered medicinal plants in the forest, they harvested only every 4th one they found, leaving the other 3 to grow undisturbed for future use. All of these practices contributed to the balance of their world. The Cherokees believed that if the balance of nature was upset, everyone would have trouble. They feared a loss of balance could cause sickness, bad weather, failed crops, poor hunting, and many other problems. Humans were responsible for keeping the balance within themselves and between the animals, the plants, and other people. One of the myths Mooney collected, the origin of disease in medicine, illustrates the idea of keeping balance. In the old days, the animals and plants could talk, and they lived together in harmony with the humans. But the humans spread over the earth, crowding the animals and plants out of their homelands and hunting and killing too much. The animal tribes called a council to declare war on the humans. They each selected a disease to send to the humans that could cripple them, make them sick, or kill them. When the plants heard what had been done to the humans, they agreed this action was too severe and called a council of their own. They agreed to be cures for some of the diseases that the animals had sent. In this myth, when humans destroyed the balance of nature, the animals tried to regain it, but they went too far, so the plants tried to restore balance by stepping in and helping the humans. Huh. Interesting. Speaking of nature and animals. She's up. She's up and she's she's pretending that she's eating. Let's go. I wonder when she'll be able to eat soon. And oh, okay. So, sick is mixed. Oh, thank you. That's funny. Thank you for letting me know. That's weird. Sorry about that. You know, I saw that when I started and I forgot to fix it. Okay. Cherokee religion. The Cherokees look to the guiding and protective spirits of the upper world to keep balance and harmony of the earth. They also maintain order on the earth by participating in daily prayers, rituals, and seasonal ceremonies. One ritual called Going to Water was performed on many occasions, at the new moon, before special dances, after bad dreams, or during illnesses. After bad dreams. Or during illnesses. Going to water cleanses the spirit as well as the body. The ritual was performed at sunrise. That was at sunrise, wasn't it? Okay, there's a scene in the movie. So there's a chance that So there's a chance in the movie that we watch called Doughboy that the main character Hunter has AIDS. They don't know yet, but there's a decent possibility. And if this is true, one ritual called Going to Water was performed on many occasions, include during illness. Going to water cleansed the spirit as well as the body, and the ritual was performed at sunrise. Cherokee men, women, and children would face the east, step into a river or creek and dip under the water 7 times. Well, okay, we didn't do it 7 times. Oh, shit. Never mind, I didn't read far enough. That's still interesting, though. When they emerged, they would be rid of bad feelings and ready to begin anew with a clear mind. Yeah, they went to a creek. They went to go dip themselves in a creek. They went out to a little creek. Okay, well, they're back to the water. Man Black, I choose you. I thought the quality seemed off. There we go. They had to go into a little creek. They're gonna go dip their feet in a little creek. The annual green corn ceremony also symbolized a fresh start. It was held each year at harvest time. First, any unused corn from the previous year's harvest was collected and burned. Afterward, the town's sacred council fire, which had been used for the past year, was put out. A new fire was then started, and the community gave thanks and forgave each other for all of their quarrels and crimes of the past year, except murder. Finally, the women who were the farmers in the Cherokee culture presented the first of the New Year's corn harvest. A feast began, and so did a new cycle. Native American peoples did not use a word such as religion, but as you have read, every part of their world had a sacred connection or religious meaning. Their ideas of religion were everything to them. They believe that the world should have balance, harmony, cooperation, and respect within the community and between people and the rest of nature. Look at the spider web! Look at the spider web! Cool. Cherokee myths and legends taught the lesson in practices necessary to maintain natural balance, harmony, and health. Cherokee songs, dances, stories, artworks, tools, and even buildings express the moral values of their culture. The Cherokee homeland and its mountains, caves, and rivers also carried symbolic meaning and purposes. Rivers... Oh, here's... Okay, this one's specifically about rivers, so this is interesting. Rivers held a spiritual place in the lives of the Cherokee by Sam Dembling. When anthropologist, yeah, James Mooney published the first of his influential studies of Native American culture in 1888, Myths of the Cherokee, he was struck by the centrality of water in the Cherokee world. Mooney had spent a season living with the eastern band of Cherokee Indians in the high Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. In the following years, he published several foundational books on Cherokee culture and became, according to Joe Allen Archambault, director of American Indian Program of the National Museum of Natural History, the first person to write an Indian story with Indian thoughts about their culture incorporated into work. Again, this is a quote from an article, not my own words. Are you studying geology? Fellow geologist here to help. Hello, Shimo. How are you doing? Not quite yet. We're currently studying Native American culture with film study. But rocks will be soon. How are you doing? Whoa! Pichu, hello! You also have an anthropology degree. Let's go! Okay. Hello! Hello, Raid Chew! Hello! There it is! Hello! Welcome in, guys! How are you doing? Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in! How is studying? Studying is going. We're currently learning about Native American, specifically Cherokee culture. So that's pretty cool. It's going pretty well. But hello. I hope everyone had a fun stream. It seemed like Pichu had a time. It seemed like you had quite the time. But I'm really happy to see all you guys. If you're new, my name is Hiro Konoki. I'm god of Love Volcano Spring and stuff. I'm a bartender as well. And this path is overgrown. I'm not sure if he's gonna walk up there. No, I'm so sad. You were doing so good though. It was just the game was being really mean. You did such a good job. You did such a good job. But we're oh. Wow. It even comes with oh no, the immersion. Oh no, not my immersion. I bugged the game and saved a glitch, so I have to redo the whole night. No. No, are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so sorry. On-screen Where's my on-screen celebration? What the hell? Oh, that's... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Where's the celebration at? What the hell? Hold up. I don't have stream stickers, but there's the, there's like the Twitch. But Shimo, thank you for the 40 bits. I don't know, where the hell is this at? Where the hell is this at? Pause this. Do this. Do I need to have... You know, I bet it is. Congrats on studying so hard, thank you. Where the heck do I get... Aha! I see. Oh my god, I have to look into this later. Doesn't show no. Oh, only stream. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. I was worried it didn't show for a moment. If it showed, then we're good to go. You saw the celebration? Okay, cool. That's all that matters. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry for derailing. But yeah, no, tonight. So last week I watched a movie called Doughboy. It was pretty good. I liked it. I think it was more interesting than I enjoyed it, if that makes sense. It's such a big blip. Thank you for the big blip. It's so cute. Hello. But yeah, we haven't made it past this yet, just because it turns out there's a lot of reading to do on this section. But studying's going fairly well. We're just kind of hanging around, talking a little bit, and just kind of reading. I was mostly doing some, like, not public speaking, but doing some vocal practice with reading out loud. Not going great, but, you know, doing what we wanted to do. It's all good. Give me one sec. Okay. Yeah, we were so last week, like I said, I watched a movie called Doughboy, which centers around, according to everything I'm reading, they are a Cherokee mom and her son, and then her white husband. And the kid's name is Hunter. And when he gets taken out for his first hunting trip, he accidentally kills a female deer, which is a doe. And instead of getting, like, an earned, like, Cherokee warrior name, he gets, like, a nickname. Like, a really shitty nickname because he accidentally killed a doe, and so he's referred to as Doughboy for the rest of the film. And of course, for cultural reasons, and just for having a really shitty nickname, it kind of sticks with him throughout the entire movie. So one of the things I feel like I lacked was a lot of Cherokee background information. I don't want to say lore. But like history, culture, that sort of thing. And so that's what all this is, and we're kind of reading up on that, which is really cool. You fuck it up once and it's over for you. Believe me, I understand. Fish. But yeah. You know, it's actually really interesting. So Pichu, well, I have you here. Because we were talking about Hiro fucking up? Never. What? Yeah, never happened. Fish Boy might catch on. To be fair, I do like Fish Boy more than Fish Fucker. We were talking about the movie, and so, in the movie, how do I give more information without, well, that's spoilers. Anyway, he finds out that he might be sick, and so he's going to kill a deer that has beads around its neck for some reason, and he goes to a river, and apparently, spoilers for a 2001 movie. Yeah. You never know. And so he eventually ends up at a river after choosing not to kill a deer. And then he gets the beads and realizes, oh, I can choose what I can be in my own life. I don't have to be a hunter. I can still live up to and be who I want to be and be an important person in my own life and the people around me without conforming to his name and his past and that sort of thing. And then he washes himself in the river, and he washes himself in a river at sunrise, and that exact thing is an actual practice in Cherokee culture. In Cherokee culture, to cleanse the mind and the body from illness and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. And I again, that's something that I was telling Pichu that I feel like I missed. Like there was some semblance, and there was a reference to something that I just didn't understand. Yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah. So. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. But no, it's actually really cool. So I got where are we at? Dear Google, why delete YouTube video take forever? Wait, there's a YouTube video you don't want me to see? Hey guys, you should go subscribe to Xenobomb on YouTube. You should go subscribe to Xenobomb over on YouTube for weekly content. Oh, look at all this. Out of curiosity, did you swap the make me small for the chibi? Oh, no, but I can do that right now. Thank you so much for reminding me. Hold up. Now that I actually have this open, we can change this. So make me smaller. Instead of changing size, we're gonna open this to don't do it yet. Oh. Classic Hero was reverting. I understand. We were changing back. I deleted almost 300 videos tonight. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright. So there we go. Okay, so VTube Studio input, load model, Chibi Hero. Then we need a weight. Let's see, make me small. If it's changing the model... Here's what I'll do. Since Otto has make me big... Not that it's copying him, but maybe I'll remove... Oh, it's still on Xeno's channel, which is fine. You should go subscribe to Xenobomb on YouTube.com. Maybe I'll remove make me big, unless you guys really like making me huge. Dude, his butt's gonna get wet right now. His butt... Oh, his butt's getting wet. Oh, his butt's getting wet. Unless you guys really like making Hiro making Hiro bigger. Well, I guess that could be general, though. Like, I wonder if I can make that be, like, any of the models? Like, if you can go, like, what if I made make me smaller be make me chibi? I feel... I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. We'll play around with it. We'll play around with it, we'll see how it goes. We'll make me chibi for... It's 5 minutes. We'll start out. 300 seconds. Copy that. Load model. And this guy. And save. And if we go here. And then we go here. Then I hide this for like 2 seconds. Unless I get a ton of complaints. If I get a ton of complaints, I'll change it back. What should be my... So for the classic hero, I have like the Sakura Blossom. I wonder what like image I should use for make me smaller. Hey. Chibi head or Angie? Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's, what is this? It's channel point resizer? Boom, my favorite. Vlad's channel point image resizer. Hero stuffs. Art. Where's the Angie head? What the hell? Pics. There we go. There you are. I was gonna say. No. Why you? Oh, that's fine. Hero stuffs. Art. Pics. Ryogi Kato. Alright, let me drag and drop. So 12 by 12, 56 by 56, 28 by 28, and the background color should be... If that's pink, this should be like my dark blue. Probably, right? There we go. We'll have a 5-minute cooldown. One per user per stream. That'll work. And then I'll do the first one for free to try it out. First one's on the house. Alright, guys. It's time. Proof of concept time. Or something. Does that count as new? No. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes. Alright, make me chibi in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Hello. His I am small. I am so tiny. Hello. Just kidding, I'm huge. Hello. Hello. Hello, it is me. I am a tiny lad, here to do tiny lad things. Alright. It's now time to read about Cherokee, the Cherokee people as Chibi Hero. It is now time. Oh, I forgot to do my frickin' post-raid check-in thing. If anyone has to get some rest, get some sleep, go to the bathroom, please feel free to. Definitely take care of yourselves, but I appreciate you hanging out and sticking with me through the raid. If you want to hang out, that's cool, obviously, but definitely take care of yourselves if you have to. Oh, I just cracked my entire back. That felt great. And let's move. I feel like this sticky note is gonna cover Hiro entirely right now. All right, we should be almost done with film study though, and then we can move on to what at least 2 people in chat are looking forward to, which is rocks. Though Shrimpy is an anthropologist, so you know they're probably here for this as well. So yeah, rivers held a spiritual place in the lives of the Cherokee. Put it in my forehead. So unfortunately, I can't attach it, but can I like? It's too small. Hello. No, I didn't mean to. I clicked the wrong thing. It's my dashboard. Come here, streamer dashboard. Okay. There's that. There we go. Okay. When anthropologist James Mooney published the first of his influential studies of Native American culture in 1888, Myths of the Cherokee. Oh, I read this part. We'll reread it because I think I was distracted. He was struck by the centrality of water in the Cherokee world. Mooney had spent a season living with the eastern band of Cherokee Indians in the Great Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. In the following years, he published several foundational books on Cherokee culture and became, according to Joe Allen Archambault, director of the American Indian Program of the National Museum of Natural History, the first person to write Indian history with Indian thoughts about their history incorporated into the work. Again, quote from her and quote from the article. Walter Water, Mooney discovered during his season with the Eastern Band, appeared at the very beginning of Cherokee cosmology. In Myths of the Cherokee, published in the Journal of American Folklore, he recorded the nation's original origin The Journey of American Folklore. He recorded the nation's origin story in which the Cherokee conceived of the earth as a great island floating in a sea of water and suspended at each of the 4 cardinal points by a cord hanging down from the sky vault. When the world grows old and worn out, the people will die and the cords will break, and let the earth sink into the ocean, and all will be water again. We begin in water and we return to water. In the daily life, the Cherokee acknowledge the spiritual significance of their local rivers, streams, and ponds with a ritual called going to water. Each morning at daybreak, Mooney wrote, a party of Cherokee would be led by a healer down but to a running stream, where the group would face the rising sun and immerse themselves completely in the flowing water, enacting a kind of rebirth. This ceremony of communion touched on nearly all spheres of social life. Going to the water, Mooney concluded, was a part of the ritual for obtaining long life, for winning the affections of a woman, for recovering from a wasting sickness, and for calling down prosperity upon the family at each return of the new moon. Rivers were imbued with medicine, and longevity. And going to the river for purification and other ceremonies is a long-standing practice among the Cherokee, and is still practiced by some Cherokee today. In fact, Kilpatrick notes, going to water is the most ubiquitous? It's the most ubiquitous Cherokee purification ritual, and Duncan argues that it may be at the minimum several thousand years old. More interestingly, according to the Payne-Buttrick papers of the early to mid 19th century, the ground on the banks of the rivers and on the shore were more holy than that back. What the hell? What the hell are words? I understand words are hard, but what the hell? What the hell? Let me try that again. More interestingly, according to the Payne-Buttrick papers of the early mid-19th century, the ground on the banks of the rivers and on the shore was more holy than that back from the water. I don't understand what that means, but, you know, that is what it is. Cherokee storytelling traditions, forming identity, building community, Stephen Woods. Oral traditions, particularly storytelling, provide Native people with the means to negotiate the boundaries between culture and contemporary life. In word and deed, these stories still respond meaningfully to the perennial existential quotes: who are we? Why are we here? Where do we come from? What is our purpose here? How should we live? And how should we live within... Okay. No, that's it. That's where the sentence ends. Dude, I'm losing it. I'm freaking losing it, man. So I'm reading reading a Word document in a font that I cannot change, as far as I know, with a black background and white text. It's kind of fucking with me a little bit. Okay. How did we get here? Where do we go? Where do we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah, pretty much. Within Cherokee culture, storytellers respond to these questions with a variety of stories that, for the sake of discussion, may be divided into two general types. The first type includes those stories told by generations of Cherokees within a single but extended family. These stories may range from humorous tales about a relative, I remember this one time with your uncle, to serious remembrances of ancestors who survived the Trail of Tears, or as many traditional Oklahoma Cherokees would say, digesti ilvesi? The forced removal. Digesti ilvesti. I tried. Or driven like animals. Yikes. Yet these latter stories are very rare. The second type includes those tribal stories told by Cherokee people from time immemorial. These stories include origin stories, migration stories, stories of cultural heroes such as Kanati, the first man, and Selu, the first woman, and stories about a ball game between the birds and the animals, to name only a very few. While these types are not mutually exclusive, the first type of stories tends to be more prominent in the construction of individual and familial identities, whereas the second type of stories tend to be more prominent in the construction of shared tribal identities. Construction of a shared tribal identities. Tribal's identity? Typo, maybe? Kanata? No, wrong. wrong language, unfortunately. These stories should be considered as much more than simple entertainment, as they are community discourse, and as such may be used to facilitate or, in some cases, initiate gadugi, a coming together or cooperative effort, a sense of community based upon a shared cultural experience. Cherokee stories are often told orally by a storytelling. Oh, there's just a ton of typos in this. That's okay. Maybe it's like translated or something. Cherokee stories are often told orally by a storyteller, often an elder. Many Cherokee stories are meant to educate the young in how to be a proper Cherokee man or woman. The criterion, that's a smart word. That's a smart sounding word. Oh my god. The criterion for accuracy within Cherokee culture is not go through hisodi or correctness, but agasesdodi? Care? This sense of care is at the heart of gadugi, for there can be no coming together without it. Okay, there's a lot more. There's a lot more, like, saying, though I'm just going to butcher the words sometimes, so I'm not going to say them. Fire is sacred in Cherokee culture. According to the elders, fire is a gift from the Creator. Cherokee tradition says that the Creator will always know that Cherokee people are alive and well if the ceremony fires are burning, an acknowledgement of this gift. The stories recounting this gift, however, suggest that the Creator works in mysterious ways. For in these stories, the bearer of fire is a tiny water spider with a name. This paradox, how small beings can perform great acts, is a common theme in Cherokee culture and stories. How small beings can perform great acts. Okay. Cherokee film as Cherokee storytelling. Rather than the stereotypical 19th century leathers and feathers warriors similar from countless Hollywood westerns, many native filmmakers caused their films on contemporary native communities. failed there. Rather than the stereotypical 19th century leathers and feathers warrior, familiar from countless Hollywood westerns, many native filmmakers focused their films on contemporary native communities. Brian Klotopek points out that hypermasculinity has been one of the foremost attributes of the Indian world that whites have imagined. One need only think of the amazing warriors and hunters in films like The Last of the Mohicans and many popular westerns to see a stereotypical hyper-masculine Indian man. Quotations. In contrast, native filmmakers create very different representations of native life and manhood. Along with the foundational smoke signals, Randy Redroad's The Doughboy was one of the first native created films that helped initiate a cluster of Native American films that center on masculinity and male-to-male relationships. Indigenous masculinity is quite often a site of struggle, as Robert Alexander Irons and Kim Anderson write in Indigenous Men and Masculinities. They note the journey away from the negative impacts of colonization and the imposition of the heteropatriarchal masculine identities is long and arduous. It is a journey that will ultimately strengthen indigenous nations. And it is in part such a journey that propels Redrome's film. Doughboy. Oh, nice. Okay. Kevin R. Kemper notes that indigenous masculine representation is constructed by the representations and misrepresentations about and by indigenous men. This is true of The Doughboy, which responds to not only Hollywood's misrepresentations, but also Ayer's earlier film with established masculinity and father-son relationship as a crucial topic. Unlike Smoke Signals, which takes the road movie as its genre, The Doughboy has its foundations in a specific tribal culture. A crucial task... I lost my spot. A crucial task and undoing to previous filmic misrepresentations of Hollywood, which lacked any specificity. Yeah, about native characters, is to take native filmmakers' cultural context into careful consideration. One important way that young native men learn about appropriate behavior is through storytelling, including tales of Deer Woman, which are primarily didactic and are usually concerned with teaching youth to balance personal sexual desires with community-sustaining relationships with his or her whole community. Deer Woman's stories often feature young native men in danger from a seductress who is in fact Deer Woman. Oh. Who's in fact Deer Woman. In some stories, the men recognize her from her cloven feet and escape, while in others they meet their doom due to their sexual obsession. Deer Woman appears in many native cultures. Larry Evers asserts that Deer Woman narratives are widespread from the Great Plains to the southeastern tribes, including the Cherokee, who can hear the Deer Woman storytelling tradition after removal. Kurt Russell notes that Deer Woman stories are often part of a continuum of various narratives used to motivate young people to stay in line with community standards. In general, these stories emphasize the importance of using one's energies to benefit the natural and tribal communities. One of the main issues that Deer Woman stories are meant to address, according to Annette Van Dyke, are issues of courtship. She notes specifically that traditionally Deer Woman narratives are used to help community members to understand the behavior expected of them, particularly through the difficult period of courtship and marriage. Deer hunting, important to both Cherokee culture and white Southern culture, is a complex metaphor and canvas to explore male coming-of-age stories, especially for mixed-blood young men who are part white and part Cherokee. Deer hunting took on more prominence in relation to Southern masculinity after the Civil War and... Oh. It makes sense. Okay, the way that they're like doing their source quotation is correct, but throwing me off. It doesn't make reading it easy. Deer hunting took on more prominence in relation to Southern masculinity after the Civil War, and Stuart A. Marks argues that in the South, hunting mirrors the cultural realities of its participants. and is about life and death, about stories and myth, about methods and means, about winning and losing, about environments and economies, about people and the beasts within, and about those persuaded. I got you, Zeno. Thank you so much for stopping by. Get some good rest. But I'm glad that that everything you wanted to do got taken care of, because that sounds like a lot of fucking videos. And I mean, if you're not happy with them, then you know, it is what it is. But have a great night and get some rest, my guy. Thank you, thank you. Likewise, deer hunting in Cherokee culture has transformed over the centuries since European contact. As Perdue notes of the Cherokee, the concept of balance was central to their perceptions of self and society, and because hunting was bound up in balancing gender roles and gendered labor, it reflected and helped shape larger cultural changes. From being a complementary activity that balanced farming, however, deer hunting became involved in the deer skin trade, so that rather than hunting in a traditional and restrained way, hunters instead hunted to supply European traders, which violated many Cherokee beliefs about the proper way to hunt. Deer hunting was an early aspect of Cherokee life to be thrown out of balance by European contact, and affected other major aspects of Cherokee culture as well. Joshua Nelson points out that most writing on Cherokee spirituality has been fixated on natives idealized, harmonious relationship with nature. Okay, which can degenerate into a vague quote, Indians communing with nature motif. That's a long ass sentence. Okay. Kemper argues that a stereotype about Native American men is that they are sexualized as taciturn and hard, and falsely seen as not having a full range of emotions. And movie-going audiences do not see enough images of hurting, loving, happy, or sad Indian men. That's fair. I do remember, because I grew up watching a lot of westerns and stuff, and that is true. Like a lot of indigenous people that were showcased in it would be very, not necessarily cold, but just not. They weren't necessarily just shown to be unintelligent, but they were shown to just not have a wide array of emotions, which obviously is not how people are and not how they are. So yeah, I can see how that's, I can see that, and from the movie and from Doughboy, I can see how they've tried to move on from that, because I don't know, just every character was written equally. Everyone was allowed to play and express their character how people would. So yeah, I from growing up with, I could definitely see how that was an issue in filmmaking and representation, and how some of the films I've watched recently show that's been improved. So that's pretty cool, and definitely a good thing. Definitely something that needed to happen for sure. Ava Marie Garrett explains that in tribal philosophies, people take their place or find their identity within a kinship network that includes not only the other humans, but also plants, animals, minerals, geographic features, the earth itself, celestial bodies, and spirit beings. They owe certain things to and expect things from all these entities. Acts of reciprocity in this extended community occur not solely, perhaps not even primarily, to benefit humans. Humans are simply one set of participants in the vast cycles of giving and receiving, of covenant and celebration that constitute kin relations. Dan Aftandillian, that's one hell of a name, Aftandillian, writes about how in Cherokee culture, other animals are viewed as not just people like humans, but relatives, and goes on to note that animals are spiritually powerful. So this does not have a heading like the rest of them, but this is the flute in Cherokee culture. Tradition has it that the Native American flute was primarily a courting instrument. A young man would make a flute, set himself off from the group he was with, and play a song that he and his beloved knew. He would hear this and understand his intentions. Once he and his beloved were joined together, they would throw away the flute, never to play one again. Other traditions among the Plains nations held that the tribe would be identified from a distance by the sound and songs that a member of the tribe played as they traveled. There are many other traditions, some of which are very contradictory. The lack of verified history can be traced from the earliest 20th century when Native American children were taken from their homes and placed in Indian schools, quote-unquote. Once there, they were prohibited from speaking their native language, performing rituals, and wearing their traditional clothes. This forced abandonment stopped the flow of Native American oral history with its traditions, rituals, and cultures. The Native American flute tradition died out and was soon viewed by many young Native Americans or Native peoples as uncool or worse, an unwanted Native icon. A few players persisted, and in the 1960s, thanks to the interest of people like Dr. Richard Payne, an avid collector, historian, and author, the flute began a renaissance. How is it going? It's we're almost finished. This is actually the last article that we're reading about. In the mid-'80s, the Native American flute entered a new age market, and interest in it has been increasing ever since among both Native and non-Native Americans. In Native culture, songs are owned by the songwriter and not played by others unless gifted to them. Many non-Native people find these traditional songs foreign-sounding, not unlike most music from non-Western cultures. Historically designed flutes do not fit into Western tuning and scales, but rather the personal scales of the maker. Measurements were traditionally based on the size of the maker's hand, finger, or thumb. Damn. This was 10 pages of very interesting Cherokee culture and history. That's awesome. Whew. So now, read these excerpts and write a good-sized paragraph about where you see at least 2 readings connecting to the film. Well, I've got a few ideas. I got a few ideas for sure. Let me get a new Word document out. No, I see my. I can just type it right in here, I think. So I'll probably do. But it's going. It was all interesting. It gave me a lot of context, too, on some things. Some of the things that we talked about that we thought we kind of got from it is generally your well, at least in Cherokee culture, you're kind of tied to your birth name and your family's kind of legacy. So it was which we kind of interpreted already. So the fact that his name was literally Hunter, and that his father was a hunter, and his father's father was a hunter, you know, was even more pressure on him as a person, and as an indigenous person. So, so how do I put that into a paragraph? Word vomit. That's the answer. Let's check on Mudang. They're still in the bath. Okay. Okay. So let me find my deer antlers. The deer antlers article was really interesting. Other than, like, does not having antlers, I don't really see how that ties to the movie, though. There's definitely, like, some Cherokee hunting stuff from that article, for sure, though. So far I have, like, the river article, and then the melding of Cherokee and white culture and traditions that more or less, not reconstituted, but reinforced, reinforced the tradition of hunting, in both white and white, indigenous, and mixed families, which is, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense when a culture that not only spiritually but also culturally hunts mixes with a culture that enjoys hunting for sport and other things, would reinforce the want and interest in hunting. So that's cool. I feel like I should start chronologically. And it's very vague. I mean, this isn't a writing class, so she's usually pretty lenient on... No, he dropped his cup. Sorry, that was gross. I got the stream sniffles. Hashtag stream sniffles. I wouldn't wish them upon anyone. That's interesting. So there's a part in here. There are multiple stories in Cherokee lore about how people should behave towards animals, Pear says. For example, the importance of a deer in their societies required that hunters say prayers, sing songs, and cut out and discard specific parts of an animal's hindquarter while hunting. If hunters did not follow these rituals, they were likely to experience bad luck, specifically rheumatism. If a hunter did behave in accordance with those rules, the white-tailed deer would reveal itself to the hunter and be shot. The hunter could then use the animal as an amulet. Okay. Huh. In the deer antlers article, they mention how there are specific rituals and ways that the Cherokee leave hunting should things that Cherokee believe should happen before a hunt. And that there are specific ways to hunt and collect from nature. Don't know if it is intentional, but maybe his act of killing the doe, the other Cherokee around him was incorrect. Traditionally, as well as pray. Hermit Hero, are you worthy of 7? Why are you looking? Why would you look? Stop looking. Ew. Stop looking. 72 hours of Sea of Thieves. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't say ew. What am I supposed to say? Oh, you can look at my Steam library anytime. You can look at my Steam library anytime. Which I guess you can. It is public. That's true. I'm stalking you. What am I supposed to do? Say that I enjoy you stalking me? What the heck? You're on right now, bruh. Bruh. Crazy. Crazy. I will say, I had something really unfortunate happen. I hope Z's here. Because I was playing, and I was like, so I was playing, and I had a ship full of loot, and there were like 2 Reapers, and all kinds of other people just looking to fight everywhere. And I have a ton of loot. I just want to sell this shit, and I'm in like the top left of the map. And I have like a really quick. I'm passing a really tight. Oh, excuse me. I was passing a really tiny island, and as I'm going by, I see that there's like an ashen captain. There's like an ashen captain there, and I was like, oh, I see a glowing red boy. I'm just gonna stop and kill him real quick, even though people are probably gonna try to take my loot. And so I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to make sure no one knows where I am. So I killed him. He drops his captain's orders, and I go and dig up his ashen chest, and there's another X on the tiniest island, the smallest island. And I'm like, oh, there's 2. Oh, nice. And by this point, I still didn't have a storage chest. I'm like, oh, this would be awesome if there was a storage chest. That way I could, like, not have to go back and forth from my ship to sell my meat. Oh, another spider web. Nice. Yeah, so I dug up when do you play? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And so I dug up the ashen chest, and then I went to go dig up the other one, and it's a Reaper's bounty. It's the gold. It's the gold one. It's the gold one. And so I dug it up, and I was like, fuck. It's the big gold one. And so of course I run it back to my ship, and I was going from like, oh, they're not gonna find me, they can't, there's no way they know where I am, to having a giant gold beacon on my ship. And so I freaking like, I'm like, I like snuck my way, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna sell everything to the Reapers. So instead of like selling my stuff normally, I just sold everyone. I hope they got your ass. Why? That's so mean. That's so mean. So mean. I thought you'd be proud of me. I thought you'd be proud of me. Oh. You're wishing it. Wow. 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 That's rough, buddy. Yeah, I know. Never catch a break. I can never catch a break. Sea of Thieves, the thief is you and the crime is my heart? No. 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 That's not what I want at all. I don't want you to be sad. I just want to be a pirate. I just want to be a pirate, okay? Yeah, I lies. Without... Look. Uh... 72 hours is a lot though, what the fuck? It's so fun. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. I like it a lot. I am actually surprised by that number though. That's actually a pretty large, like pretty high number. But it's fun. And from there, it was that one, and then the rivers. You're goofy. What the heck? I'm not goofy. I'm just here hanging around. Do you have any chips left in here? Only some scraps. I could go for some good con queso right now. Okay. I have chips. Just some Portillo, just some scraps of Portillo chips. You got chips on your phone? Okay. Again, I keep thinking that there's... Hee. Right. Okay, guys. So, speaking of Sea of Thieves, I'm gonna finish this this paragraph real quick, and then we're gonna play some Sea of Thieves with Pichu and Z. So, very exciting. Okay. Demble. Sam Demble. The importance of rivers, bodies of water. Culture and yeah. Alright. So I will be taking away the video feed for now. You guys aren't ready. What were the things? It was rituals, rivers, and the whistle? Time. Well, thankfully, none of my stuff was actually due tonight, and I got quite a few of my tasks done that I needed to. So, not a completely checking things off the list kind of night, but it's definitely a productive night for the about 2 hours that we studied for. So, cannot complain. Oh, good. Good job, audio. You really did it. The music kicked in and... Oh, God. I am so sorry, guys. I love this game a little bit too much, I'm not gonna lie. This is a good-sized paragraph? How big is this? What I've typed so far. Is this a good-sized paragraph? Like 217 words. It's not bad. That's not... I think I'll get an invite, right? Pretty sure I'll get an invite. Let me get the stream information back. Yeah, well, welcome back, Ryoji. I don't know how long ago that was, but welcome back. Okay. Uh, uh, Invite's been sent. This? Let me have this real quick. Actually, let me get in the call.
Win.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah.
You see the blow dart and the and the grapple hook?
Oh, yeah. I haven't used them yet, but...
Hey, Peach, look at this.
See, and I
Ready?
just are right now, and it's a bad combination.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Thank God that doesn't actually hurt me.
Does it hurt you? Damn.
No. Well, because we're on a
Oh.
crew together, so there's no friendly fire.
That's not true. If I did a fire one, it would do it for you.
If you did a what?
Hiro, the fire bomb, you'd get that. Did you get
Oh.
it? The invite?
I did not.
Oh, would you like another one?
Yes, please.
Okay. I promise I sent you one.
I believe you.
I wasn't trying to get
Okay.
extra hours in before you hopped on. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy.
Uh-huh.
That'd be crazy.
That would be completely out of character. That would not be something you would do.
It would be.
It is.
It would be out of character. I would never.
No, you would never do something